Hey guys, Jeff here, Jeff's Custom RC, RC with Attitude. Um, got this Stinger back out today. I've had to do a little work on it. Flew it a couple months ago, came in hard on the main front landing gear here, and as you can see, hit the nose, broke the tip off, which got that put back on. This is my Stinger, guys, that I've converted into a T45. I have the T45 in the house that I love to fly, but I like them so much, and this Stinger flies so good. I had an extra power system, this is actually the power system out of my original Goshawk that I crashed on the maiden flight. So I bought a new one, made it 8S. And so I had an extra power system, so I put it in this. So this Stinger has actually got a 1550 kV that came in the Goshawk, and man, she flies on rails. So Dave, I can't imagine what yours will do with the 8S and everything. But what I'm doing here, guys, I had this tray in here pulled out. So as you can see, you know, the crack here, I had to pull down on the nose, get the tray back in, glue it back, and I have come in here with this. This is actually a PVC ABS board. I have that because we do CNC machining, and it's very lightweight. So I cut this to size, stuck it down in between here and the outer wall, and basically what that'll do is help to reinforce, hold everything in here. Then I'm going to come in these fine lines and cracks right here and put some, probably some medium CA, push this back together. As you can see, it's got a little flex. I'll push all that back together, and then I will sand. I've already done a rough sand, a little bit of rough sanding just to knock the edges off. I will sand it back down smooth, spackle it a little bit, especially here on the nose. Just to smooth out all this, and I will paint it. This paint is a perfect match to the T45 Goshawk by Freewing, which, as I said, is in the house. I love that jet. This one here just flies like it's on rails, as I said, and there's not as much thought process in this jet as there is the Goshawk. Not as expensive. So if you do mess up something, it doesn't hurt your feelings quite as bad. Other than that, you can see the modifications that I have made to this jet to make it look like the Goshawk. I took the air brakes off the first crash Goshawk, sanded them down, put those on, put the tail hook on, put on the decals that my wife made for me, and I got a few from Cali Graphics as well, because I just didn't feel like having to get her to mess with it. I don't know. Let me see if I can flip this over for you here so you can see the top view. Sorry about this, guys. I'm working by myself. So here it is. Like I said, tried to make it look like the Goshawk, and I think it looks really good. A lot of guys think it is a Goshawk. Motion RC, when I sent them pictures, even thought it was a Goshawk. This was the original Stinger canopy that I converted into the canopy to look like the Goshawk, and as you can see, painted. I put this is an F-14 pilot that ejected from a friend of mine's jet as it was going nose in. So he's flying again. Had to cut all this down. There's another pilot sitting back there. But yeah, this was the original canopy that came on this Stinger, and I just painted it, pinstriped it, so it looks, I mean, this plane looks so much like the Goshawk. These are actually the wind stabilizers that come off of the Goshawk. These came on the Stinger. I just painted them. Again, painted the graphics on here to look like the Goshawk. Still going to work with this a little bit. I have a pitot that goes in here too as well. So yeah, when she's sitting on the ground, guys, she looks just like a Goshawk. I made the bunny ears out of some plastic container I had, molded them. Glued them down. This one right here came off the other day when I was working on it, so I've just got to touch up around it. But yeah, everybody thinks this is a Goshawk when they see it, and I have the real Goshawk sitting beside it, and they're like, "Why do you have two Goshawks?" I'm like, "One's a Stinger." So everybody loves to see this plane right here fly, guys, because it will rip it up, especially with that 1550 kV power system in it. So yeah, I just wanted to bring you that. I'm gonna get her back up in the air hopefully soon, because it's just basically now getting this nose reinforced. Other than that, she's fine. The day it went in, landed hard. It was still running fine. Everything was good. Just had to get this tray where it was pulled out. I had to really get this nose down to get the tray out. That was a pain, but was able to get it back in, glue it in, and so yeah. So as I say, I'm gonna lay this back down for just a second, guys. Flip her back over here. And I'll tell you another thing, Dave's RC, in case you're watching this, or you're gonna watch it, I hope you'll watch it. Just something to give you a note to self, man, on this plane. Great plane, but a lot like the original Goshawk. If you land heavy on these mains, on the Stinger, you will most likely poke the wing a little bit. Don't know if I can get up under here where you can see this. Right in this area here, just like on the original Goshawk, it's a weak point. This wing over here, I can probably show you a little better. I'm gonna work on this a little bit. This was a previous place right here. Weak spot again, as you can see right there. It's a weak spot. The gear wants to poke through. So be careful on your landing. Don't come down too heavy on those mains, especially being that you're adding extra weight to your Stinger, man, with that JP fan, which looks amazing, by the way, and the 8S system. Also, another thing I did was angled these wheel pants, because if you don't, on landing, they will catch the grass. You're going to rip them off anyway. So I angled these and sanded them, and I haven't had any more problem. Also put a little foam tack on the back of the little clip that holds the strut here, just to kind of help hold it up there better. Just a couple little tips for you. This is also came off the original T45 that I crashed to start with. I made these out of plastic and cut slots, put those in just like the Stinger. I'm sorry, just like the T45. And like I said, looking up the chute there, there's the power system. Trying to think if there's anything else I did off of the Goshawk to this plane other than decals and paint. I don't think so, but this is a badass jet, dude, and you're gonna love that 8S system. I fly this one on high rates occasionally, but primarily on mid rates. I do have a gyro in it, and she's rock solid. You're flying an 8S, more powerful system, bud. Those high rates are going to be mighty twitchy on this jet, so especially at high speed. So if you're going to be doing high speed maneuvers, I might would say go down to medium or low rates for that, and then go back to your high rates just for straight flying at high speeds. I did set up this jet with the RC Geeks recommendations with the linkages. As you can see, I have my linkages set in the, I believe it is in the innermost hole on the ailerons. Flaps is in the innermost hole. The elevator is in the second from the bottom, and the rudder, it is in the second hole from the outside. She flies great, dude. I'm just saying, I did exactly like he said. Chris is a smart guy when it comes to setting up these jets and planes, man. I trust him. And yeah, she flies rock solid, buddy. I've got the A3L gyro in this plane. It's what I had before I got into the motion. The Admiral gyros, 6-channel gyros. So this is a great flying jet, man. Just watch out for those high speed passes with those rates on high, man, because she will roll in a split second, and you know, you might lose orientation if you don't slow it down some. So just wanted to pass this along to you guys. Thought you might like it. I love this jet. Dave, I know you're gonna love yours. There he is right there, Dave's RC. Big shout out to Motion RC. You guys are awesome. Also to all my subs, thank you guys. Enjoy seeing you guys in the chats. Look forward to the Pilots Lounge tonight with Ryan and Mike. Hope you're doing well, Skip, Jeff Nichols, Reckham Roy. You're doing an awesome job there, buddy. Love yourself, love talking with you, man. Oh yeah, let me show you this. That's the plane I was telling you about, Roy, right there. Can be yours, buddy. She is absolutely beautiful and not a scratch on her, man. And it's all set up for electric. It's got the Power 90 E-Flight, also got all upgraded JR servos. I built that plane, man, and it is put together rock solid. Everything in it's nice. So yeah, let's talk, man. So you guys have a great one. Weather's rainy here today. Probably won't get any flying in. Hopefully maybe get a flight in tomorrow. But thank you guys, everyone. Can't call out everybody, but I love talking to you guys. Deuces Wild, Eric Rogers, and gosh, the list just goes on. GB Linden, John HVRC. Just thank you guys for all of your support. I enjoy talking to you, and I learn from every flight that I watch of you guys and every build. Rich Baker, you're amazing too, man. RC Informer, you help so much with these jets. Love seeing you fly these planes too, man. So I hope you guys have a great day. Let's see some good flying. Dave, get her done, man. Let's see a maiden on that Stinger, buddy. We're all ready. And Corsair, and F-14, and F-18. Help me out here, Roy. You know what I'm talking about. Get her done. Peace. This is Jeff, Jeff's Custom RC. RC with attitude. Take care, guys.